Greetings, YouTubers, and welcome. You've reached Kirigakure School on YouTube. Welcome. In this short introductory video, I wanted to talk a little bit about me, about this men's rights movement that I'm involved in, what I hope to accomplish with this YouTube channel, and also some quick shout outs before I close shop for today. So let's get to it. First of all, I am a black American man who resides in the Midwest of the US of A. I'm a finance guy by education and occupation. I eat, sleep, and breathe finance and financial issues that are going on. Also, I am a government finance officer, so that when we start talking about bailouts, when we start talking about inflation, when we start talking about taxes and things of that nature, understand that I have working knowledge of these topics because we deal with this on a daily basis, and we read a lot of reports and do a lot of analysis on these very things. So just understand that's where I'm coming from. In my personal life, I am married to a lovely Japanese lady. I have a young son, and a little bit about my politics, because we're going to be talking about government. We're going to be talking about the prior administration. We're going to be talking about the current administration. I just want everybody to know that I am a political independent. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. If anything, I'm closest to the Libertarian philosophy of politics and government, in that I believe that government is the problem in our present political feminist system. They are the enablers. They uphold it. They enforce it. And so in this case, government is not the solution to our problems. Government is the problem. And the sooner that the power of government is used for its legitimate purposes, which are to protect life, to protect liberty, to protect property, and to provide a impartial place of adjudication until these things take place and we get out of the political feminist business, then we're not going to see any improvement. It's my contention that the current situation we face, economic issues, social issues, criminal issues, issues of children's health, and all these types of issues will not improve but will deteriorate unless we get the government out of the way and get them to do what they're supposed to do, which is to uphold rights and to enforce legitimate responsibilities. With that said, let me move on. What is a men's rights activist? What is a father's rights activist? Well, the answer to this question is going to be as varied as the people who are involved with this movement. But to me, an MRA is an anti-feminist opposing what is known as the feminist movement. It does have old roots going back to cultural Marxism and also early feminist efforts, late 1800s. But what we're really talking about is the feminist movement that exploded in the 1960s and all of the political feminist jurisdiction and public policy that flowed from that. We'll talk more about feminist public policy in future installments. But we're opposed to that. Also, an MRA is an advocate of men going their own way. This isn't just a philosophy that you read on the internet. This is a complete system. Basically what it says is that a man should, instead of doing things, thinking things, believing things that are not in his best interest or in the best interest of those that rely upon him, he should evaluate all the facts. He should gather all the information. He should slow down, sit down, think, and make decisions that will put him, his family, and those who rely upon him in the best possible position of safety and advantage. So instead of doing things, for example, getting married in Western countries that will get a man sunk when it comes time to trot on down to divorce court, a man who's going his own way should avoid marriage or cohabitation, depending on your jurisdiction, at all costs. Take care of himself, take care of his health, eat right, exercise, be successful financially, make a ton of money, have options, go on vacation. Men going their own way instead of living a life that is dictated by outside forces such as political feminists whose doctrine is based totally upon fallacies, lies, mistruths, untruths, and half-truths. All right. Also, we oppose anti-misandry. In other words, the hatred of men. We oppose that. We proclaim that men are valued, that we have emotions, we have feelings, we have rights, that we are normal people who deserve to be protected equally under the law. We don't want special rights under the law. We want equal rights under the law for everybody. Women should not have special rights as they do today under the feminist public policy, but they should have equal rights, not special rights. That's very important. And so we want men to be respected and to be valued for their contributions, for the things that make them men, and also understanding of the things that men need. We need, special attention to men's health issues, to men's needs and relationships, to men's financial and spiritual objectives, because I feel like that these things have been ignored for quite some time due to our climate of misandry, and so MRAs are definitely opposed to that. So now let's move on. What do I hope to accomplish with this YouTube space? Well, basically, I'm wanting to supplement my blog posts, because my blog posts have the meat. They have the links, they have the structured material, they're lengthy, they have the quotes from the authors and scholars or whatever, the newspaper articles. I want this space to be more of me talking about issues of importance to me, kind of supplementing what I write about on the blog. Plus, I think it's important for people to hear men speak on these issues in their normal speaking voice, because it's one thing to read a blog post and get the impression that the writer is mentally unbalanced or cruel or mean or hates women or whatever, because you can't hear the warmth behind that person's voice. You can't hear their emotion. You can't hear their feelings. You really can't feel the argument. And so, a verbal or a video presentation, I think, helps with that regard. So that is also an important objective, to kind of put a human voice to the message that I write about on my blogspot, Kirigakure School. And just a freestyle. I want to talk about health. I want to talk about wealth. I want to talk about sex. I want to talk about all of these issues in an informal way. My blog is more formal, I think, and has more detail and whatnot. But this way I can just talk. How does that sound? Okay, let's move on. So before we run out of time here on this first introductory post, I want to give a big shout out to the following senior MRAs who have guided me on this path here. Men's News Daily, Angry Harry, Don't Marry, Eternal Bachelor, American Women Suck website, Nice Guys, Cool Tools for Men, Stephen Baskerville, definitely, NoMarriage.com, OnlineDatingRights.com, Glenn Sachs, Tom Likas, Mark Rudolph, all the MRAs out there who are working to elevate the cause and advance the cause of men's rights. Peace also to the video YouTube MRAs such as Sergeant Willie Pete, Thugatition, and all other YouTube men's rights activists that I have not had the pleasure to meet or to watch. So next time we'll get into more substantive issues. I just wanted to basically record this short introduction. Sorry about the rambling and whatnot, but this is just me talking. So anyway, check me out on the blog, antipoliticalfeminism.blogspot.com. Thank you for listening. Have a good day. Peace.